to right, Kiki Iriafen and head coach Lindsay Gottlieb. We'll start with the opening statement from coach and then raise your hand, I'll call on you for questions.
Just want to thank the organizers of this Acrisure event here. This was a terrific holiday tournament experience for us. This is Palm Springs has been wonderful. The resort was great, and I think it was a weekend or whatever it is week for us to get better at basketball. We did that. Really challenged the team at halftime, and you see how they came out. Kiki was terrific. I think she was a plus 53, just so efficient, a leader, showcase what we know she can do. I thought to have two obviously dominant scorers on the floor and a team playing with a lot of togetherness was a good formula for us. So we're going to keep trying to do that. Go ahead, Chad.
Coach, really good halftime speech.
Yeah.
What were some of the points you were making at halftime? Obviously, the first half didn't go maybe how you wanted.
Yeah. Well, the first thing is we haven't faced a ton of zone, and so there was just some technical adjustments there. As Kiki might tell you, actually demonstrated a post up and how to get the ball inside because I was fiery about that, and then we did that. But really just a level of intensity and to be consistent with how we want to be and how we want to play no matter what the other team is doing. Again, compared to St. Louis, we let them feel good for a little bit, and they ran with that for a little bit, but I thought it was more just getting back to ourselves and what we wanted to do to attack their zone and also just how we wanted to play together.
And Kiki, obviously, congratulations, great game. Coach mentioned you're sort of not just a great player, but a leader. Is that kind of tricky to do when you're joining a new team, take a leadership role like that, or how do you navigate that?
Something I'm still navigating. I think, being on this team, I'm trying to bring in my experience from my past school, and I am a senior, but it's also, I'm kind of a freshman in a way, kind of learning everything, but I think my coaches put a lot of confidence into me, and they know what I'm capable of, so for me, it's just about being more vocal and, kind of helping all my freshmen. There's a lot of new people on the court, so doing whatever I can to make sure that we're together when we're playing.
And just how fiery was that halftime speech Coach gave?
Oh, she got us pumped. And I think it lit a fire under us. We don't want Coach to have to, ignite that for us. We want to be able to do it with each other. So I think that's something that we're going to continue to work on, but we definitely did it in this third quarter.
Thank you.
Coach, it's a new team, new collection of girls, but the chemistry just seems to be on point. What do you think contributes to the chemistry that the players all seem to really have with one another?
I mean, I think the off-the-court chemistry has been there from the beginning. We really have, quality people who like being around each other. I don't think you can fake that. That's been there from the summer. I think it's growing on the court, and the best thing for us thus far is that we faced a little adversity. I mean, we went to Paris and faced a really good Ole Miss team that was tough, and then obviously we're coming off of a loss last weekend that was, really disappointing to us. And so sometimes you're forced to kind of get a little uncomfortable sooner. And we know the strength that we have up and down the roster, and we got to figure out how to play together, go through it together, navigate the positives and the negatives. And that's why I think this weekend was really important for us, learning to do that. And that's why I'm so kind of bullish on our upside, because we're very new with one another, and even though you're talented doesn't mean you understand where the other person likes the ball or how they respond, in adverse situations. So for us, it's all part of the process that I'm really thankful we get to do together, even though it's, can feel hard at times. Yeah, go ahead.
Kiki, what problems did St. Louis present in the second quarter, and how did you find the solutions to those?
I think it was really the zone. We weren't really expecting it at first. We haven't really played against a lot of zone, so I think the biggest thing for us was recognizing it and then making that adjustment. And then as Coach said, I think once we had that during halftime, we were able to correct it in the third quarter.
Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Kiki, you dominated, especially in that second half, and you were 12 for 12 from the free throw line. I know how many times does Coach stress make those free throws and how they can change the trajectory of in the second half of the game.
Yeah, I think free throws it's easy buckets. It's probably the easiest shot I'll get all night. So for me, I've been honing in on that. I've been kind of rocky with my free throws at the beginning of the season, so I've been really focusing on that. That's literally a free shot. So I think today was I'm really big on breathing, so I just take a deep breath and then step up to the line and hit my shots.
Coach, 45 points off turnovers you guys actually executed on. Just tell me, what were some things you guys worked on this past week to even have that type of performance?
Yeah, we pressed a lot tonight, which was helpful, and I thought our players were bouncier and quicker to their rotations. Also, St. Louis plays really fast, which is a strength of theirs, but we felt like if we could be in gaps. We could potentially cause some turnovers. And we have an athletic team. We want to not necessarily just like pick someone's pocket, but get turnovers in being in the right spots and having good defensive principles. And I thought our players really took a step there. They anticipated well. They were active. And when we can do that and play in transition, I think that highlights our strengths as well.
One or two more.
Coach, it was a great night for your team from the three-point line. How much does that give you kind of encouragement for the future, knowing that that's kind of some untapped potential maybe for your team?
For sure. I think we have really good shooters on the team, and I think we've made it harder on ourselves by not shooting the ball great thus far. But I think tonight showed just when you have the opportunity to play inside the paint and then out, it opens things up. And it's not just dumping into the posts, although you do that when you have Rhea and Kiki and our other players, but it's also attacking the paint with the dribble and kicking. And I think when we really, again, continue to grow that chemistry and just make the right play again and again and again, I think we'll get paint points and we'll get open threes, and I'm confident, I've always been confident we knock it down, but that's when, you get higher point totals and things like that.
Ahmad, do you have anything? Okay, last question.
Kiki, just talk about the celebration you guys be cheering on for your players, especially on the bench. Just all the excitement. Can you speak towards that?
Yes, I think Coach Lindsay kind of touched on it, but like we really love each other, and like you can't really fake any of that. So I think it's really genuine. We're all really happy for each other, and especially for the players that maybe don't see the court as much. They work so hard in practice. They're helping us get ready on scout team. So when they have the opportunity, we want to make sure that we're giving them the same love and same energy that they're giving us every single day. So I think it goes 1 through 15. We're all very happy for each other, and anytime someone does something well, we want to give them that love.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.